Καλημέρα σε όλους. Καλώς ορίσατε στο συνέδριο Hotel Experience, σε επιμέλεια παραγωγής του Βασίλη Μπαρτζόκα, της Design Ambassador και του Archisearch, σε συμπαραγωγή και συνδιοργάνωση με την Άρης Μαρινάκης Architectural Editions. Το Hotel Experience είναι το πρώτο event που προωθεί τη διασύνδεση κλάδων με στόχο την κοινή κατανόηση και τη διευκόλυνση νέων συνεργειών και πρωτοβουλειών με εγχώριο αλλά και διεθνή προσανατολισμό. Ο αγαπητός φίλος και συνεργάτης Δόκτωρ Ηλίας Μεσίνας, αρχιτέκτονας, πολεοδόμος και δημιουργός του Eco Week, ο οποίος επιμελήθηκε την εναρκτήρια ενότητα του Hotel Experience, δεν βρίσκεται σήμερα στην Αθήνα για λόγους ανωτέρας βίας. Στη θέση του Δόκτωρ Μεσίνα θα συντονίσω το Panel Green, σύμφωνα με τις υποδείξεις, τις γνώσεις και τις αξίες του. Ξεκινάμε λοιπόν τις διαλέξεις μας με έναν πολύ σημαντικό ομιλητή, τον Αυστριακό χημικό, καθηγητή και πρώην ακτιβιστή της Greenpeace, Braungart, δημιουργό του Cradle to Cradle. Το Cradle to Cradle έχει καθιερωθεί ως ένα από τα διεθνή σήματα αειφορικού σχεδιασμού σε όλο τον κόσμο και για τα ξενοδοχεία. Στην ομιλία του θα αναφερθεί στις πρακτικές της κυκλικής οικονομίας στο σχεδιασμό και τη λειτουργία ξενοδοχείων σε όλο τον κόσμο. Στο Άμστερνταμ, για παράδειγμα, ο Δήμος συνεργάζεται με το Cradle to Cradle στην πρωτοβουλία ηγετικά κυκλικά ξενοδοχεία, στην οποία συμμετέχουν 25 ξενοδοχεία και αλυσίδες, με στόχο τουλάχιστον 500 ξενοδοχεία να περάσουν από γραμμικές σε κυκλικές πρακτικές. Dr. Braungart, thank you for being with us today. The podium is yours.
So good morning. First of all, I really would like to thank the organizers for this conference. I know that it was so much work, and I would like to thank the sponsors as well for organizing this event, because I'm talking about how we can use 50 years of environmental debate as an innovation opportunity. And we are far too slow in transformation. At a certain point, we will spend so much money to repair environmental damages that we will not be able to do new things. This is why I want to talk to you about how hotels can be innovation engines. How can we do something that make hotels as a source of inspiration? And sure, this place is all about inspiration. It's just really, I'm so glad to be here. I was here for less than 5 years ago, so I really want you to see things from a different angle. So traditionally, sustainability makes your customer your enemy. So if I ask you how's your relationship with your wife, what you say, sustainable, then I'm really sorry for you. Yeah. See, we believe that the best thing is not to do things, but for that we are too many, because we are right now minimizing damage. This is a picture 3 years ago. At this point where I took this picture, and yes, there was in 95, there was still a glacier. You cannot see it anymore here. So we need to change things. So let's have positive goals. Let's say in the year 2100, we want to be good for the climate, not climate neutral. We want to come down from 420 ppm down to 300 ppm of carbon dioxide. But Athens wants to be climate neutral. How terrible. Think about you come home and you tell your child, I'm child neutral today. Yeah? Don't you want to be good for your child? Yeah. So why do we want to be neutral? A tree is not neutral, a tree is good. Yeah? Or when we are protesting against Nazis, so do we say we are democracy neutral? No, we want to be good for democracy. Let's say we will, in our hotels, we will only use plastic in 10 years, which is made from carbon dioxide. Cradle to Cradle is a different approach. It's not about being less bad. We believe we are protecting the environment. You can see it in any hotel. Please protect the environment. Use the towel again. Yeah. We are not protecting, we are only minimizing destruction. Yeah. So if I tell you, please protect your child, please beat your child only 5 times instead of 10 times, you're not protecting your child. So let's talk about making things to be good. Things which get consumed, like food, like detergents, like shoe soles, need to be designed to go into biological systems. Yeah. Can you imagine people make shoes and have 110 grams of microplastic emission? People make bicycle tires, they make tires for cars, and they don't ask what happens to separation. So things which get consumed, like textiles, you know, in these hotels they have 40% polyester in the bed sheets. You never have sex in a hotel because your knees look terrible the next morning because of all the polyester. So we need to change these things which get consumed, and things which are just services, like frying pans, like light, need to be designed as technical nutrients. It's not about zero waste, it's about making things which are good instead of less bad. Because for less bad, we are too many people on this planet. This is a traditional idea of being less bad. I'm 100% evil, 90% evil, my goal is zero. But who of you wants to be zero? I want to be good for this planet. But when we talk about hotels, we mostly talk about efficiency. Instead of saying what is healthy food, we try to add another pair of legs to this poor sheep. This is from Vietnam, Vietnam hotel, where it says, oh, how to get more out of the same resource. We need to ask what is healthy nutrition. So cradle to cradle means to think about a beneficial impact, not about minimizing impact, but having a big impact, but make it a wetland. So it's not about efficiency, doing things right, but first saying what is the right thing. So look at this tree, no reduction, no avoidance, no minimization, but this tree is good. Make buildings like trees, hotels which clean the air, hotels which clean water, which are based on permanent solar income and celebrating diversity. So it's good to minimize the use of fossil materials, but for being less bad, we are too many. Where is our beneficial footprint? How can we make things which are good? So let's not talk about sustainability, which is spooking your customer. It tells your customer, if you don't come, it's even better. No, let's say it's about quality, it's about beauty. A product, a hotel which makes waste, just has a quality problem. It's not beautiful. I talked to a very interesting colleague from Sweden who makes wellness spas in hotels, and he will talk about this tomorrow. It's about beauty, it's about innovation, and innovation is never sustainable. So it's not like in hotels, reduce, reuse, recycle, it's rethink, reinvent, redesign, making things differently from the beginning. We have massive problems in hotels, like air quality in hotels. The kitchen, the indoor air quality is 8 times worse than outside urban air in Athens. We measure this. How can we do this to the people who work there? We have frying pans, which release chemicals which stay on this planet till this planet will be eaten up by the sun. This Teflon compound, I find it in each of your body cells. So all these anti-stick pans, they're terrible. So we have primitive recycling. Can you imagine Donald Trump is a much more honest liar than we are. There's no recycling of cars. It's all downcycling. From 40 different steel alloys in a car, we make concrete steel. If you would make just one hotel which doesn't use used cars for that, because we lose all these rare elements. If you don't need air-conditioned climate machines, you only need the service of using it. So IBM Pabst, for example, is one of the companies which make ventilators which you never need to change. So why do you buy air conditioning systems when you only need clean air? Let's talk about, we see now BMW making the first cradle-to-cradle car. There was never a car made into a car. But we can see there are a lot of amazing examples of very rose, for example. We can have sustainable quality of hotel machines, but without toxic waste. We can make service systems. It's the terraces, you don't buy the material, you only buy the service of using it. We can make buildings like trees. Buildings which clean which cleans the air, buildings, cities like forests. So we have been working on many hotels, which here, for example, the Bio Hotel in organic suites in Bogota. You can grow your own vegetables, and 6 weeks later you come back and you can cook with your chef together. So it allows that we can make our customer our friends and not just the customers. This is in Taiwan. It's the cradle-to-cradle hotel where we can use, for example, carpets which actively clean the air. Because by Corona, we lost a few weeks of our lifetime expectation, but by fine dust, we lose more than 5 years. In countries like India, we lose more than 10 years of fine dust, inhaling fine dust. We can make buildings where indoor air quality is better than outside air. Even in a country like Germany, asthma is the most relevant children's disease. We can make buildings, and we have been showing this in Bornholm, in Sweden, for my distinguished Swedish colleague, where we make positive impact. We can make buildings which support life. Here it's a 100% wooden building by Thoma. Yeah. We need defined use periods. Nobody needs a kitchen. You only need the service of using this kitchen. We see washing machines. A hotel should not buy a washing machine. Yeah, it only should buy the service of using it. Yeah. So tourism needs to be a platform for innovation, a source of inspiration. Look, whatever we do here in Europe, it's not really relevant if we are not able to inspire people in India and China making a difference. Out of our environmental debate, tourism needs to be far more. It needs to be a source of inspiration. Because when we can inspire people in China and India, for example, in East Germany, people never used copper for a building because there was not copper there. It was too expensive. Yeah. If we want to make a hotel which doesn't have copper in it, yeah, then we really would inspire people in India and China, because they use copper for all useless purposes. But if we want to look for e-mobility, yeah, there is not enough. So we can make buildings like trees, buildings which support life. So we can make an economy which actually makes a difference. So look, whatever we do, it's not really important from a traditional perspective. Yeah, even to take Germany's greenhouse gas emissions, it's much less than the Chinese cement industry. Yeah. But when we are able to inspire people in Greece, from Greece, and Greece is the ideal place because people know each other and we can help each other. When we do things which inspire people to make a difference in other countries, then we see humans as an opportunity for the planet. Yeah. So let's talk about how we can make stuff which support the other species. Yeah. How can we make buildings which clean the air? How can we make buildings which support the other species? Then you're happy that there is a new hotel because it generates life for the others as well. So hotels need to be innovation platforms, and we can learn in different angles. So for example, we developed a frying pan, yeah, which does have the same anti-stick qualities, yeah, but no Teflon, no toxic materials. But you cannot use this, you cannot sell it because it's about $300, yeah? So it's too expensive. But if a hotel would only sell the service of using it, yeah, it would make, you can use it as a frying pan insurance. Yeah? Then there's no toxic chemicals in there. So you only buy the use service. You don't buy LED lights, you buy the service of using LED lights. Yeah? And this makes a difference. And so if each of you just takes one example, take carpets which cleans the air. Yeah? You don't sell a carpet anymore, you sell the service of using this carpet. So the hotel becomes a material bank. You only sell 10 years of floor packaging insurance. Yeah. Then the manufacturer can use the best material. So if each of you just say, I pick one idea, yeah, where I make a difference, then you basically become a kaleidoscope of innovation, and the hotels become innovation platforms. But it means that you need to look from a different angle. Nobody needs a kitchen. You buy only a kitchen insurance. Nobody needs a washing machine. You only buy 3,000 times of washing. If you don't buy an LED light, yeah, but you only buy the service of using it, the LED light lasts 3.5 times longer because it's run by 80% of its capacity. Right now, you run these lights by 100% capacity because you want to sell the next LED. Yeah. So I don't want to have the right for repair. I want to see a right of intactness. The idea behind that is a very simple one. We see humans as an opportunity for the planet, and this is all about hospitality. We look at a culture of abundance, not of minimizing, reducing, avoiding. When we would make, for example, a restaurant which grows algae and mushrooms instead of feeding people with beef, you could easily feed 10 billion people on this planet. We are not too many people. The calorie consumption of ants and termites is more than 3 times more than of all the human beings. So the calorie consumption of ants equals about 30 billion people. So let's talk about how we can use 50 years of blame and shame as an innovation engine. This is why I'm so glad that you gave me the chance to have the opening speech, and I wish the conference good luck, and thanks for showing up.
Dr. Braungart, thank you very much for this fascinating lecture, which raises lots of issues for sure, and which we'll be discussing in a panel really soon.